The Secret Door Network. Book 1, The Quiet Door. Chapter 16, Worlds Collide. The weight of the message lingered in their minds as the three of them stood at the corner of the building, staring at the symbol left behind by 1-800-5194. The cryptic words on the folded paper, "When the real world meets the network, the door will open," had shifted everything they thought they knew about the game. "We've been thinking of this as two separate things," Lina said, still holding the piece of paper. "The real world and the network. But what if they're not separate at all?" May nodded, her voice low with realization. He's been merging them all along. The puzzles, the clues, they've always existed in both worlds, but we just didn't see it until now. Violet paced a few steps, her mind racing. If the real world and the network are blending together, then that means the hidden doors aren't just digital. They could be anywhere, in the physical world too. Lina folded the paper carefully and tucked it into her jacket. This changes everything. If we want to find the next door, we can't just look in the code anymore. We have to look out here. They returned to the brew, their minds buzzing with this new layer of the game. The coffee shop felt different now, more than just their usual meeting place. Every corner, every line, every shadow seemed like it could hold a clue. They had crossed into uncharted territory. Back at their table, Lina opened her laptop, pulling up the network. "We need to figure out what he means by 'the door will open.' He's giving us a key, but we don't know what it unlocks." Violet sat down, scrolling through their encrypted layers of puzzles and hidden doors. The last few riddles have been about blending the physical and digital, haven't they? But we didn't realize it until now. May nodded, leaning forward. Right. So if we've been solving them on the network, maybe the next step is to start thinking about how they connect to the real world. Lina's fingers hovered over the keyboard. It's possible that there are doors out here, in the physical world, that mirror the ones we've created in the network. We just have to find them. Violet grinned, the thrill of the hunt returning. Let's start with what we know. The symbol. He's used it before. If he's marking doors, there could be more out there. May raised an eyebrow, excitement creeping into her voice. Like a scavenger hunt? Physical doors hidden in plain sight, just like the ones we've been unlocking online? Lina nodded, her determination returning. Exactly. If we find these doors, maybe they'll lead us to something we can't access digitally, something we have to experience out here. The three of them began poring over everything they knew about 1-800-5194 and the puzzles he'd left behind. They retraced the riddles, re-examined the hidden layers in the network, and connected them to places they had visited in the real world. Hours passed, and their search grew more focused. They combed through old clues, searching for anything they might have missed. Patterns, landmarks, anything that could hint at where these real-world doors were hidden. Then, just as the frustration began to mount, May's voice broke the silence. "Wait, look at this." Lina and Violet leaned over her shoulder as May pointed to a particular riddle they had solved weeks ago, one that had seemed innocuous at the time. It had led them to a virtual door on the message board, but now it took on new meaning. "The riddle," May said, her voice tight with excitement. "It says, 'The doors you've opened are only shadows of what's real. Look beyond the screen to find what you seek.'" Lina's eyes widened. "He's been telling us the whole time. We've been opening digital doors, but they're just reflections. The real doors are out there." Violet grinned. "We've been looking in the wrong place. The real game is out here, in the world." The three of them exchanged a look, a shared thrill of discovery that felt like the start of something bigger. They had unlocked countless virtual doors, but now they were facing the prospect of unlocking real ones that 1-800-5194 had planted in the world around them. Lina sat back, her heart racing. This isn't just a game anymore. He's blending reality with the network. If we want to keep playing, we have to step outside the screen. Violet stood up, her eyes bright with determination. "So let's do it. Let's find these doors." May grabbed her jacket, already on her feet. "I'm in." Lina closed her laptop and joined them. "Let's see where this leads." They left the brew, the evening air cool against their skin as they set off into the city, eyes wide and searching. the hunt for the real doors had begun.